Farmington will win the coin toss tonight. They decide to start out on defense. And Corey Tuffle here with a tackle for the loss. Northfield forced to punt on that first possession deep in their own territory. Farmington the ball, Ryan Barossa to Cody Eisch, 35-yard gain down to the 2. A little bit later, Barossa to Josh Zittman for the touchdown. Farmington in front, 7-0. Second quarter, Northfield on the move. Quarterback Eric Beamer to Zach Filson, a big gain here. Remember, Northfield is a 4A school. Farmington is a 5A school. But the drive stalls. Farmington defense stopping the short pass right here. Farmington would take over, and J.J. Aiken would go to work, moving the ball on the ground here. He would grind out the runs and move the chains, and Farmington would go back to the air, and they would get a big play. Barossa to Cody Eisch, 30 yards on this play right here. Nice shot to the corner. Same drive, Jordan Housefield scoring on the 10-yard run. 14-0 Farmington at halftime. Third quarter, Anthony Jacobs, the big fullback for Northfield at the 1, first and goal. Fumble into the end zone. Eisch would recover, and Farmington gets the ball back. Carasso to Otima Masso, 86 yards on this touchdown play, and it's 21-0 Farmington, and it looks like they're on their way on the road at John Paulson on the receiving end of this touchdown strike coming up to make it 21-7. But Northfield would score, and they would score again. Noah Hadrow this time, 39 yards on this play to make it 21-13. So Northfield making it a football game. Look at the breaks, the tackles, nice block downfield. But you see the final score. Farmington winning it tonight, 28-13 at Northfield.
You know, we weren't able to drive the ball very well in the second half, and so we could have controlled the game a little bit better if we'd have been able to get some more first downs, but we weren't able to do that, and that's due to their great defense. I knew coming in that they didn't give many points up, and they played tough defense all year long, so it was going to be a challenge for our offense. But we got some big plays, and we had some great athletes do some great things for us, so it was a fun time.
It's a huge one. It's a huge one. Northfield, they're always a good team. They're always competitive, and we came in here during homecoming, and we just did what we could, and we came out with a win, so that's good for us.
Valley, a key game in the Tri-Metro. Fake play here on the punt and a tackle for a loss. And a little bit later, it's Jeremy Randall, 271 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns tonight. 25-7 Islanders at this point. And they would go on to win this football game. This is another run here by Randall for the 2-point conversion. And then a messed up punt here. And he tries to throw it. Not a wise choice. The ball is loose, and then there's a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And De La Salle wins it tonight easily, 46-15 over Breck. St. Agnes at St. Paul Academy this afternoon. Evan McMillan to Terry Schwartz. A gain of 15 down to the 1-yard line. And from there, the senior running back, Ned Rupp, would take it in from a yard out. SPA up 10-0 at this point. St. Agnes trying to get the offense going. Running back Ben Wandra on the sweep play, but the Spartan defense is there to snuff it out. And the Spartans win today. Final score was 23-14. And Hopkins in the Classic Lake. Logan Fonhorst, the interception for Wyzetta off the tip. Later, C.J. Shue, 41-yard run down to the 9-yard line. The Trojans would later fumble the ball away at the 1. They were leading in this game 23-0 at halftime. Brandon Egneberg, 11-yard touchdown pass to Pierre Buckley for Hopkins, but the final was Wyzetta winning it 23-6. Would get the interception. Billy Lawrence, their linebacker, with the pick on the ensuing possession for St. Thomas. The quarterback would scramble, and the pass would get picked by Simley's Roger Lopez coming up here. The interception at the 15-yard line. St. Thomas, you see it right here with the pick. And a nice play there. St. Thomas would get the ball, 3rd and long. Mark Haverkamp with a 10-yard gain that sets up a little bit later a 4th and 4. Joe Costello with a touchdown run. St. Thomas Academy would win the game tonight. Final score, as you see the touchdown here by Costello. Final score, 17-6 in favor of the Cadets.
Our
defense. We're brothers, so we fight through. We played a pretty bad first half, but we stayed strong. We definitely stuck it to them that second half.
At halftime, we simply said, we've got to take the play to their side of the ball, and the kids did that. We started playing with a lot of enthusiasm and aggression, and I think the defense took control of the game in the second half.
Foggy night at Tonka. Skippers and Tartan. Matt Boyd scores for the touchdown on 4th and goal. Minnetonka up 9-7 after the missed PAT. Tartan comes back, though. Sam Ryan to Mike Schulte. 58 yards on this play. They missed the ensuing two-point conversion, but Tartan led 13-9. Late in the fourth quarter, the Skippers need to score, and they get it. Eric McCleary, the game-winning 7-yard touchdown run, and Minnetonka survives tonight 16-13, a winner over Tartan.
Only 4 miles separate these two schools. It's one of the few inter-district matchups in the suburbs. Osseo and Maple Grove fighting for a conference title and neighborhood bragging rights.
It's your next-door neighbors. The kids go to school together. They go to elementary school, junior highs, and the junior highs do a split, so kids go each way in freshman, sophomore year. And so I think there's an awful lot of familiarity.
They beat us 13 times in a row. For us, it's personal, you know what I mean? We need to get out of that hole. But same situation, our goals are to go on and win the region, hopefully. But tonight's a big night for us.
The Crimson try to set the tone early, eating up the first 8 minutes of the game on the opening drive. Ethan Magstad ends the 15-play drive with an 8-yard touchdown run. And remember this name.
That's pretty huge, because another great defense is keep their great offense off the field. If those great kids are not on the field, it really helps us a lot. So that's pretty huge.
Osseo would tie it up, but just before the half, it's Magstad again, this time on a 48-yard touchdown run. Crimson by 7 at the half. Second half, Maple Grove up 21-7, make it 28-7. Magstad does it again, shows some nice moves and goes 28 yards for his 4th touchdown of the game. Osseo gets in the end zone again, and on the ensuing kickoff, Ethan Magstad takes it at the 6, and he has the magic tonight. Look at this, 94 yards on the return. He would finish with 7 touchdowns. Crimson wins 49-28.
Pretty much all the offensive line. I mean, I'd say 4 of them at least. I wasn't even contested going to the end zone. I mean, nobody was even near me. Everybody picked up their blocks. It was just perfect.
It's just a heck of a night. I'm kind of speechless, in a way. But Ethan's just done a great job, but all the kids have really pulled together. And like I talked about on the sideline, this is not easy. It's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and sticking with it and getting it right. And we had a lot of young kids, a lot of new faces, very few returning players. Our defense, we really had 1 returning starter. There's a lot of new faces over there, and those kids have come together, and offensively the same thing.
So Maple Grove improves their winning streak against Osseo to 14 in a row behind a record-setting performance by Ethan Magstad. They now sit at 5-0 and sit in first place in the Northwest Suburban Conference. For the Prep Sports Extra, Charles Gonzalez, KARE 11 Sports.
Homecoming at Eden Prairie. The Eagles state championship team from 1996 was on hand tonight. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. First quarter, Chaska punting, returned by Adam Heimer for Eden Prairie. Gets some blocks, finds a hole, and takes it down to the 25-yard line. And a few plays later, on 3rd and goal from the 5, they run a reverse. Blake Sorensen is in from 5 yards out, and it's 7-0 Eden Prairie. Second quarter, more Eagles. Matt Swanson, a 29-yard gain right here as he gets to the outside, gets to the corner, and it would set up a touchdown run by Heimer. A 14-yard run, and Eden Prairie goes on to win this football game tonight. Final score, 35-0. Eastview, Apple Valley, a district game tonight. Billy Olson to Tyler Key, 23-yard touchdown pass, 7-0. Later in the first, it's Steve McGuigan puts it into the end zone to make it 14-0 Apple Valley. Interception by Brett Hubler gives the Eagles some great field position here, and they would score again, and Apple Valley wins tonight 35-7 over rival Eastview, and that's a big victory for Apple Valley. I think they won only 1 game all of last year. And we've got some highlights. Joe Springer, what a big night. 3 touchdowns, 275 yards. Michael Floyd with the touchdown reception, 19 yards. Then Michael Floyd on the reverse, actually off the option, 83 yards for this touchdown, and it was all Raiders. Final score tonight, 42-0 Cretin-Derham Hall. Fridley quarterback Blake Cook, first play from scrimmage, nice run to the Red Knights 40, but the drive would stall. Benilde would come right back with the football, and they would score on their drive, starting inside their own 5. Tommy Purnell, great block by Matt Carroll, 73. Big run on the inside counter for 30 yards. It would set up Marty Nanny in a short TD run, 6-0 Red Knights. Later, Fridley on 4th and 8. Watch number 53, Ryan Shaver, off the nice tackle on the reverse play for the loss. Benilde gets the ball back. John Grupa hit a 45-yard field goal as time expired at the end of the first half, and Benilde wins it tonight, 22-0 the final. In the Wright County, Litchfield, Delano, 51-yard TD run, Eric Sundberg, and Delano is up 6-0 in a very important game for them after losing at Dassel Cokato last week. Then the ensuing kickoff, Jordan Letcher, a 90-yard return, which puts Litchfield back up with the 2-point conversion, 8-6. Some nice blocking. Oh, wow. Some nice blocking downfield. Still in the first. Delano the ball. Litchfield the pick. Jared Fleming, 22 yards for the score. Final score tonight, Litchfield wins at Delano. Trying the onside kick. It didn't work. John Bright picks it up at full steam, and he's gone. 60 yards for the touchdown. North leading 6-0. A little bit later, Justin Island at Takari Hill, 35 yards of the touchdown. South wins the game this afternoon. Final score, 20-18.